you,
So
Nikki.
happy to have you. I think the biggest thing here is having worked in the corporate life for 15 years and then making that transition into being a spiritual guide. Tell me, what inspired you?
Thank you for the beautiful introduction. Yeah, it was my life has turned around since 2021. I was always very curious to know what life is about, who we are, what's our purpose, and what we see. Is there something beyond? And that gist and that curiosity led me to what I'm doing right now. And yeah, as you said, the corporate life is like very masculine driven. It was nice and it served the purpose until I was in it. But then I had this greater calling which I had to say yes to, because I had so many life incidents, life changing incidents, I would say, which lead me to this path.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you remember what that moment was? Because I think a lot of women or people essentially would be able to have had similar instances where they've been working in corporate and then they feel like there's just something else that they should be doing, or maybe there's a calling in life that they've been receiving.
Yeah.
Do you remember the moment where you were like, 15 years in technology, what am I doing? What is this?
Yeah, so I remember in 2020 when Corona hit and we all were binded to live at home. I just felt that I have everything in my life which I seek for, which I wanted, but still I wasn't happy. I wasn't satisfied. I wanted more in terms of, the unseen realms and, to have that satisfaction in my life. So it started with setting an intention, to be honest. So I set an intention to the universe that why am I here and what is my purpose? Less I knew that the universe was actually listening.
Oh, wow.
And with various incidents, the universe got me to do what I'm doing right now. But the intention setting was very important. And when in retrospective, when I look back, I remembered that in the March 2020, on my bedroom wall, I had like these big quotations. Who am I? What is my purpose? And I was trying to, find the answers in different modalities. So I'm a Hindu from religion. So I went deep into that. I started reading Hinduism books. Then I started practicing Reiki. I started finding it in astrology, in, house energy. So I was like looking for the answers everywhere. And so you have to take action as well, to find. And then I had some dark nights of the soul, which is like an ego death where, the whole world, your whole life crumbles down. And
all been there.
Yeah. And
is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It's called ego death. I like that.
We go through ego deaths in our life where nothing makes sense and we feel like a victim. We are like, oh, why are we getting punished? And that's the moment when you have to trust and surrender.
Yes.
That there is this higher power which is working with all of us and this is happening for good. So to have that feeling, to have that trust that at the end of the tunnel there is a light, that is very important. And I think I could see that light, although the tunnel was very dark, but I didn't give up. I continued to do my self-reflection and my healing and everything.
Yeah, that's incredible. So would you liken that almost to a feeling of being supported, even though you didn't know at the time what was there? Because you were still you were transforming, you were figuring it all out, but you were trying to gain a deeper understanding as to why you were here, which means things weren't necessarily presenting themselves, yet you had this knowing.
I had this knowing. And I think we all of us have that knowing. We are so powerful.
Yeah.
We humans are so powerful. We are designed in a way that, we know. It's just that, it's like we are like an iceberg. So we can only see the 10% of it and 90% is, below the water. So we humans, we work 90% decisions of our lives come from that, from a subconscious, which is so strong, and we never pay attention to it. We are only, that 10% that, okay, we have to do like this, and flight or fight.
Yeah.
That's how we are running, we are functioning. But, when you go deeper into your subconscious, all the answers lie there. You have to turn inward.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, you have to turn inward in order to find those answers.
Yeah.
And then there should be this trust that, there is this light, there is something there which is taking care of us,
I want to talk more about setting an intention or setting the intention. I know that you spoke a lot about knowing that you wanted more and telling yourself that, okay, this is what I would like to do. But what's the first step if people are feeling really lost? How do you know what intention that you're setting, or is it something that comes to you?
Yeah, so I follow a principle of 4 A's, which is being aware that there is something wrong or there is something more to this world.
Yes.
So when you're aware, then the second A comes, which is acknowledge, to acknowledge it. That, okay, yeah, there is something happening and I'm acknowledging it and I'm ready to take the responsibility.
Yeah.
And then you accept. That is the third A. When you accept your situation how it is and you're not running away from the situation, that's the third A. And then comes the fourth A, which is action.
Yes.
And that is the action, which is the intention setting.
Okay.
So you are setting an intention that, okay, I know these things are happening, and you have a deeper knowing, and I'm ready to know what it is. By setting an intention, you're giving a signal to the universe that, okay, this is what I want. This is what path I want to take. This is what I'm seeking for.
Yeah.
Because the universe is very intelligent.
Yeah, absolutely.
The way it works, the way it brings, the opportunity, the signs are incredible. We can't think like universe, but by setting an intention, we are giving a clear sign. Okay, this is what I want, and this is the path I want to walk on to bring it on.
Yeah.
And then,
and then
start seeing.
The rest is history. They're like, okay, fine. Here we go. Buckle up.
Yeah, but what do you want? I mean, what is your intention? I set intention like every day.
So what's an example of an intention though?
Like, for example, as I mentioned that in 2020, I set an intention that, okay, I am ready to know who I am. But that's like even in a very bigger scale.
Yes.
But if I have to tell you in a daily basis, I mean, I was coming from for this interview.
Yes.
Right? So what is my intention? So that this podcast reaches to people who are ready to hear it and are ready to embrace and take action.
Yes.
It's that simple. When you eat food, you set an intention that this food gives me good health and give me energy.
Yeah.
Sometimes we switch to juices. Why are we switching to juices? Because there is an intention that we know that, with the juices we get the right nutrition and everything. So you're just having a very conscious interaction with the things you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's that simple.
I love that. And then from that, I suppose you're giving a little nugget to the universe. The universe is like, okay, thank you for that. Well, this is what we're going to do as a result of
that. Yeah. But in that process, you have to shed a lot. So I always give this example to all my clients that we are like a vessel. Okay. And let's say that for example, there is this very delicious dish which you eat every day and you like it and it is perfect and it is giving you what you need in the moment.
Like spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah, for example. And then you're invited to this friend's house and she prepares a beautiful meal, a very delicious meal for you. And you are in awe with that dish. You're like, oh, wow, this is so tasty. This is so delicious. And you are like, oh, you're curious at how this works. It can be like any opportunity or job. It's like a metaphor I'm using. And then coming back home, you buy all those ingredients which goes in that dish. Okay, you come back home and you're like, oh, I'm going to cook this because I know, and she has given me the recipe and everything. When you come to your kitchen, you see that your vessel is full of that old dish which you had. So what you're going to do? You're going to pour it out.
Yeah.
Or
eat it.
Not eat it. I mean, if you want to eat it, you can eat it. So you pour it out so that you can prepare a new dish, a new life, a new whatever you want to bring it in your life. So it's very important to pour in. And that's where healing modalities can help you. Self-awareness can help you. Self-reflection can help you. Journaling, affirmation, all these things come that you are conscious of pouring it out. Sometimes there are few belief systems and few traumas which you can't, so you take help of any healing modality. Like you can go for Reiki, and there are so many. There are theta healing. I mean, you name it. There's so many beautiful modalities there. You take help of those modalities so that you can empty your vessel, so that you can bring these new energies.
Yeah.
And that's where you set an intention as well.
Yeah.
Okay, my dish is empty and I'm ready to,
you refill it.
Yeah, ready to make a beautiful life.
Yeah, I love that. Tell me, how would you define spirituality?
For me, spirituality is to follow your joy. It's that simple. If you're following your joy, what you're doing is bringing you happiness. You're enjoying your life. That means you're in the moment, you're in the present moment, and which is what will give you full joy, and the quality of your life will increase when you're present in the moment. Most of the people are living either in the past or in the future. Oh, that I didn't do this well. Oh, how can I do this so that I can achieve this? Because they are not happy in what they are doing. They need more. So being present in the moment and following what you're doing, like what you're doing right now, see? This is a example. Yeah. Yeah. So just to follow your joy, that's what it boils down to.
Love that. So I'd love to know, what is an Akashic reading?
Yeah, Akashic reading is it's journey of your soul. So we believe that, yeah,
I like that.
it's journey of your soul. So it's to be believed that our soul is not has taken this birth. We have taken more births, reincarnation, and we incarnate again and again in the same form so that we can learn our lessons.
Yeah, wow.
So Akashic records help you to deep dive into your soul, which other lives it has taken. As I was giving you an example of a subconscious mind, so it has a lot of belief system, old patterns, everything from your childhood, from your adulthood, or from your teenage time, and also past lives. So
wow,
we carry a lot of traumas and different belief system from our past lives. So Akashic records help you to know them and to heal it from them and to release it forever.
I can imagine that, because in most cases, would you find that people would need to heal from what they're hearing?
Yeah. So when we open the records, and we open the records with a meditation, and for everyone it's a different way. So I'm guided the way which you want to. So I will be guided the way how your records want to be open. And after that meditation, we do a prayer to your guides, to the higher beings, and to the higher powers which are working around you. And with the presence of them, the records are opened.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so how long would it, I can imagine it would be different timings, but if something is opened, what if it's been opened and you were having a good day and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, what an awful, experience I've had. That makes so much sense. How do I move forward from that?
Yeah. In my experience, people who are ready, they come for the reading.
Yeah.
So when they are ready, they know that, okay, there is this thing which is, because we all know, we are very, very, as I said, we all are very powerful. We have a very strong intuition, so people who come for the reading, they know that what they are coming for, and they are ready. Their soul is ready.
Yeah.
So
almost like that's what.
Yeah. And then when they come and when they see, and what happens, it's like we humans, we repeat our patterns in every lifetime, the same patterns if we have not learned the lesson.
Yes.
So what I've realized that so this was a very beautiful reading I was giving to a client, and I saw something in her past life, and I was telling her that, okay, and then she's like, no, Neha, this has happened in this life. And I'm like, yeah, it is happening. It might be happening in your life right now, but this is what has happened before as well. So she was carrying that pattern of her life in this life as well.
Oh, wow.
So, and when she got to know, her consciousness expanded. Can you imagine, like, when we get this validation that, okay, this is coming from a different past life, and you have dealt with it in that life, and now it is same in this lifetime.
Yeah, wow.
So, yeah, that's where it heals. When your consciousness is ready, when your soul is ready to listen, in the presence of your guides, you just heal it.
And would you liken that, so having all of that information served to you and being open to it, would you liken that to a spiritual awakening?
See, spiritual awakening, I believe we all have a different contracts for how our spiritual awakening can happen. And I had my awakening contract in a very different way from how I find others. So we have Kundalini awakening also. Like, for example, some people go for Kundalini awakening and their Kundalini awakens with some practices. So they have the contract in that way. So there is many ways where how your awakening can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't say that there's a definite answer.
Okay.
But yeah, if you are ready and if your soul has made that contract in this lifetime, then it will happen.
Wow, that's incredible. It really is a new world, isn't it? Understanding how you can level up. And then in terms of Reiki.
Yeah.
Is it Reiki?
Yeah, Reiki.
Reiki. So tell me more about that.
So Reiki is a healing modality wherein it heals physically. And it's like, I follow Yushay Reiki, and I'm Reiki master in that. So I integrate that along with my Akashic reading. So when the records are open, if I feel that a person is ready for the healing, then I bring in that modality. And so I integrate everything in my readings.
So Neha, what advice would you give someone who is looking to start their spiritual journey?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, it's with the intention setting. They have to set an intention, and then they have to be ready to listen and ready to see what's happening and what's coming in. And the universe is going to give them a lot of signs. And they should be ready. They should be aware that, okay, these signs are coming because they have asked a certain question. It can be from, some Facebook post or a forward message, or, a friend calling you, asking for something, so you have to be very aware as well when you're setting an intention. And also, I would like to say that right now the earth is in transition. We all are, it's all about our vibration. We are raising our vibration, and the earth is changing its vibration as well. And that's where a lot of feminine energy is rising.
Yeah.
And we are seeing that a lot of women they are awakening. They are awakening to their truth. They are asking the right questions. And perhaps if they walk the path and they meet the right modality and the right healing, they are going to awaken their feminine part, feminine energy, which is so important. Because in corporate, we are like very, we are like very masculine energy, do, action, action, action. But the feminine energy is something wherein, you are creative, you are with the flow, you're just moving, you're following your joy, you're being very creative. So that is very important. And what I have also experienced, that many people who come in my readings have been like light workers in their previous lifetimes.
Yeah.
And they are ready to tap into that gift. And they are ready to bring those gifts from that lifetime and, just create something beautiful here. Because this is a movement. This is a movement what we are doing. When one person awakens, that light the person is carrying everyone drew to around whoever is around them.
Yes.
So it's very important that when you are rising, you're taking other women with you, and it's like a movement, so it will keep growing. And this is a very beautiful light workers are awakening right now. We also call them star seeds, which that where your soul was not incarnated on earth but beyond. And those. So you are ready to awaken. If you have these questions, if you had these curiosity, I would say just follow it. You're right. I mean, so this is kind of like a validation.
Yeah.
That follow it, and you will find your joy, and you will find your path and purpose. And you are carrying a lot of light, which is going to shine in this world.
Wow, that's amazing. And I love that. And I have to say that we met a couple of months ago. Actually, we were thinking about how long it was ago, 5-6 months ago, as I was going through a bit of a challenging period of my own, and we had a fantastic conversation about this, but I wasn't in the right frame of mind to sort of hear it. And I can resonate with everything that you're saying in terms of setting the intention and just knowing that the universe will give you what you want at the time that you need it. And it's really beautiful.
Yeah, and see, you are our light worker. You are our light.
Spreading my seeds.
And this is what we need right now. This is what Earth needs right now. We need more people like you and myself, that so that we can spread this awareness and this joy, and we can show people that that everything is possible.
Yeah, anything is possible. 100%. Especially when we put our mind to it, or anything that you believe is true. If you believe something, if you believe you can or you can't, it's true.
Yeah.
And so putting that positive energy is important. Thank you so much, Neha.